Good morning. Right now, I'm rushing to Amber's school. She's having a breakdown, meltdown. This has been a very difficult situation and process because I've done everything I could possibly try to do as a parent to get her the help she needs, and the help is always late because the systems and the process takes too long. Another thing is, she's in a DOE school. Those schools are not equipped, I finally realized, to deal with children on the spectrum, nor with ADHD or sensory processing disorder. Walking up this hill, I should have another one after this, and that's okay. Keeping a positive attitude, because this has been a difficult journey. And anyone that knows me knows that I'm a good dad. Always did my best and do my best to help my kids. The hard part is, and has always been, all the things I have to go through to get them what they need. And in Amber's case, you find out a lot along the way when your kids are adopted, because you don't know the history sometimes of that family, their family, biological family, or and the parents are using drugs, so that affects the children. In her case, that's a big part of all her challenges in her body. So I can only imagine how she feels. And let's not forget, last year, April 16th, ACS came in and took her sister right out of her hands. And that in itself turned her into a whole different person and child. She was traumatized, and now she's just a whole different child. And she's been angry and hurt since then, and we saw a decline. And the decline just seems to have gotten worse. I thought it was getting better, but it's not. And just to give you some more insight on how that behavior looks and is, being taken out on myself and Natalie, is picked up the other day. She started spitting because they didn't have a bagel. Now that's just spoiled to me. But, who's to say? Because everything is a buildup. Couldn't get the bagel because the man didn't have the kind she wanted. She don't eat no other kind but plain. So I said, let's go down the block. I'll still get it for you. She started getting a bunch of other stuff, but it all had sugar in it. And I told her I'm not buying that because we already know what it does to your body and it's no good. So I'm not getting that. But you can still get an extra snack. When we get to the supermarket and I'll buy you that bagel, because I know that we have more choices of healthier snacks. And that was my goal. And she didn't like that. So from the time we left out the store, from the time we left out the store, she started yelling, screaming, running down the street, spitting towards me, kicking her feet up, and saying to me, screaming out, help, help me. And I just kept my cool. I already had my shades on. And I just kept walking and ignored her. And helped her across the street, of course, because I had to hold her for that, because not knowing what she would do. And that's when she started screaming, help me, somebody help me. He tried to kidnap me. And I guess those people could tell by my energy that I had to be the dad. Or maybe they didn't think that. but they wasn't gonna come over to me. Anyway, that's what happened a couple days ago. So right now, almost after school, I had to suggest we'll come get her. She was ripping down the papers off the wall. This is after being calm. They've calmed her down and seen her head on the desk because I asked what was she doing. Because as I was talking to her, she didn't respond. And then all of a sudden, she just started ripping stuff off the wall. So I told them that's what I was going to do. I have some other ideas that have been playing out in my mind that I know I have to do. Again, it's just a process. Everything is a process. So I'm working on it, working on me, and trying to support everyone as I can who are working on themselves. Because I sure can't do it for them, and I don't want to. Because I tried that a long time ago, not realizing, and obviously I know now that does not work. So anyway, this is Marlo, your Trans Harlem community guy, your Daddy Cat 25, your Soul to Soul Community Farm Stand guy, your trans family guy. I'm trying to keep myself alive here. So when I connect those things, it reminds me of who and all that I am. And so that's why I shout myself out like that. Because if not, I'll go insane. And if not, I'll be an angry black man, maybe like some folks, whether angry or not, and whether black or not, taking my emotions out on other people. And that's the last thing that I want to do or become. So, I'll catch up with y'all later. I hope everyone else is having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. And if you're not, just know that you don't have to get sucked into whatever's happening. We have to rise above that because we are more than that. And I have to keep telling myself that. So I'm also sharing that and telling y'all that. No matter what, self-preservation is the law of the land. And I got to make sure I preserve myself the best way I can. Keep positive I can in the midst of the storm, in the midst of all the insanity that it seems that goes on around me and tries to suck me up. Still standing, as mother would say. Y'all have a wonderful, peaceful, blessful day. Catch up with you.